Hey, what's up everybody? It's Joel and I'm back here with another video that I'm very excited to share with you guys. I'm very excited to experience this video as I'm filming it for you guys. So today I am going to cut, we're going to cut clutch 1 of 2024. They started pipping overnight. I can see at least 2 eggs that have already pipped. One little baby had his head stuck out, which is so cute. That's one of my favorite things to see. So I'm really excited to share this with you. Today is actually Father's Day when I'm filming, but this is a great Father's Day for me to not only have Father's Day with my family, but to get our first clutch of the season, get to see those babies. And I came in this morning and was surprised by an early clutch laid by one of our biggest females, Thunder. So it looks like a healthy clutch. I'll pull that out later, but that's not going to be on this video. Don't worry about that. So really exciting start to the day. And even though today is Father's Day, this video is actually going to post 11 days from today on June 27th. And the reason I'm posting on June 27th, there's a couple of things. One is I wanted you guys to have some content to watch while I am gone. I'm actually leaving the country on Friday, and I'm going to be gone for about 10 days, 7,500 miles away in Eastern Europe. So I wanted to post some stuff that you guys can enjoy while I'm gone. But I also wanted to post this first egg cutting of 2024 on June 27th because that marks, that marks the 1-year anniversary of our first clutch from last year, which we uploaded to YouTube purely kind of by accident. It was just in case Facebook acted funny, which it had done in the past. So I uploaded it and it actually exploded and became what has evolved into the 7th Level Reptiles YouTube channel. So I thought what better way to commemorate our 1-year anniversary than to post our first clutch cutting of this season, the same on our 1-year anniversary. So before we get into it, I apologize for my voice. I've got some stuff going on in my throat, so I'm kind of a little hoarse. My voice might crack like a middle school boy going through puberty. Please bear with me. I apologize for that. I'm going to do my best not to make it annoying or inconvenient for you to listen to. But this pairing I'm excited about. It is a black pastel GHI yellow belly het pied male to a black head black pastel female. So the goal with this clutch really was to try and get some really dark black or all black snakes. The super black pastel makes a black ball python with iridescence, and it's really cool. I've had some issues getting the combos right in the past. And just as a warning, because I don't really know what we're going to find once we get into these eggs, super black pastel, anything in that complex, super black pastel, super cinnamon, or black pastel cinnamon, have been known to have a higher risk of certain birth defects like duck billing and kinking. So I just want to warn you up front, that could happen. I'm certainly hoping not. That's why I put the blackhead female in the mix, because blackhead helps to remove that from those super complex combos. But I don't know what I'm going to hit. Genetics is always kind of, there's only so much you can control, you can plan for, but a lot of it is, some people would attribute to the odds gods. I don't really believe in that, but take it as you will. Genetics is a funny thing. So I'm going to try not to ramble too much longer. I want to share this with you, but I did want to warn you that there is a possibility that something funny could be happening here. Real quick, I'm going to give you a quick refresher of when we pulled this clutch so you can see mom and you can see dad, and then we'll jump into the egg cutting. And hopefully, since I've got a few days before I leave, I'll be able to get them cleaned up out of the egg and show you the look of them completely out of the egg and give you that update before this video posts. So that's a lot. Let's get into the egg cutting and the review, and I hope you like it. Give me a comment, like, subscribe, share this with a friend, all that good stuff. You know how it works. And thanks for tuning in. Let's see what we got. Alrighty folks, well here we go. While I was moving the camera, she's struck at me a couple times already. So I'm going to try and keep her as calm as possible while I get her off these eggs. Hey mama, look at this hand. Good job mama. Look at that. Now, you know, she may still have one more in her. And here we go. She's gotten the last egg out. So let me see if I can still get her off without getting bit. She was pretty feisty earlier. Drop the egg, baby. Good, mama. All right, let's check you out. Definitely nice and empty now. Isn't she beautiful? Black pastel blackhead. So we're going to put her in a holding tub like it should be. All right. So 7th level reptiles and lucky number 7. 7 eggs. All look great for our first clutch. For this clutch, let me tell you a little bit more about who it is. Now, Dad, I was going to show him off, but he's in shed right now. He's starting to come out of it. He's a little feisty. But you saw Mom there in the beginning, and this is Dad. And if you don't remember from last year, this was the dad of our surprise pied clutch that we had, clutch 1 of last year. So he's just on it. He had clutch 1 last year, and this year he doesn't want to be on camera. He's a little shy. But he is a black pastel GHI yellow belly. And last year we found out that he's actually het for pied. He is a little dull. All right, it's almost time for these eggs to hatch. Just a few days left. So before, about a week to several days before they're ready, I will remove the press and seal on them. When I do that, I make sure that any water that's dripped onto the eggs is dried off, but they look great. They're starting to sink in. Several of the eggs moved when I touched them, so I'm getting reactions from the babies, so that's cool. Just a couple more days and we'll get to see what's inside. All right, so here we go. We're going to show you the eggs now to remind you of our pairing just one more time. We got our black pastel GHI yellow belly het pied male to our black pastel blackhead female. And there's one little noggin. And we got this one's pip too. And oh, you got vermiculite all over your face, my guy. I'm sorry about that. Oh, you're a little stuck. It's okay. I'll help you out in a minute. So cute. All right. Sorry you're stuck there. All right. So I got my nifty nail cutting, egg cutting scissors. They have been cleaned and sanitized, and we are ready to go and see what is in this Father's Day clutch. Now, it's Father's Day for me that I'm cutting these, but they will actually, I'm going to post this video on June 27th. So hopefully you're watching this today, June 27th, 2024. June 27th is the 1-year anniversary of the creation of the 7th Level Reptiles YouTube channel. And so I thought this would be a fitting way to post our first clutch of 2024 on the 1-year anniversary of our first clutch of 2023 that we got that surprise and kicked off the channel. And let's see what we've got. Oh my goodness! Look at that. That's a black baby. That's a super black pastel. Hopefully blackhead's in there. I can't see enough to see how he looks. His little nose is right there and it looks okay to me. Oh man. Yes. Thank you, Lord. Oh, that's so great. I'm going to put them. Now, if you haven't watched egg cuttings from last year, I'm going to set them over on the side into a different container because, excuse me, as this little guy has so aptly demonstrated, this small vermiculite gets on everything. So I don't want them still on the vermiculite when they're crawling out of the eggs because it just makes such a mess. So I'll put them over here into a different tub and give them time to finish coming out of the egg at their own pace. But let's see what number 2 holds. Number 1 was exactly what we're looking for. Sometimes super black pastel combos can have some deformities. And so that's why I'm trying to be able to see his head. But let's see what we've got here in number 2. Blackhead can take that likelihood out. Oh, man, look at that beautiful baby. That's definitely a GHI something. If I had to guess just from what I can see there, I would think GHI yellow belly, but it's too soon to tell. Oh, he's going to be gorgeous. She's going to be gorgeous, whatever. Woohoo! Number 3 has pipped on its own. I can barely see it though. Let's see what we've got in number 3. Oh, this is exciting. Christmas in June. These are going to be a little cut in the egg. Not too big. Just enough to see. I see a little nose there. Definitely Definitely see black pastel in there, I think. I just said definitely, I think. Black pastel for sure. Don't think GHI in that one, but again, we'll know more once they come out. Little guy, are you stuck? My poor dude. He's got vermiculite all over his face and his head's stuck. We'll have to be real careful when we get him out, but here comes number 4. Come on, if I get at least one more like that first egg. Black snake. Ooh. So far, I like what I see. Gentle. Easy here. Getting hung up on something. Look at there. This is a super black pastel, and I can tell you, I can already see a little bit of a cleft palate. He'll bring it out here if I can get to focus. He's got a little bit of a deformity right there on the edge of his mouth. Can't tell how severe it is. Hopefully that won't impact him eating. I have had some like that before that have done just fine. But I hate to see that. Hopefully that little guy's going to be okay, but we'll have to update you later on him once we give him some time to crawl out. All right. Sorry, I try to speed this up a little bit. I'm a little too chatty with these egg cuttings sometimes, I know. All right. And another black snake. This red here is just some blood vessels. They're not actually connected to the snake. He's not bleeding. I didn't cut him or anything like that, but we got another black one. Can't wait to see. Again, we'll have to wait till he crawls out and see if maybe that's a super black pastel. Blackhead with this combo will take out the kinking and duck billing, I am told. So that's certainly what we're hoping for. All right, little guy, let's get you out of here. You look like maybe just a normal wild type from what we can see, but be very careful here and get you a little more space. Almost there. Don't pull so hard. Come back out so I can get in there. Give you a little more room. There you go, back inside. All right. Now maybe we have the room to work with that we need. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my throat today. Please forgive me, but I do believe that is a black pastel. Just a black pastel, I believe. Single black pastel gene. All right, well, here we are. The last one, lucky number 7. If you remember, she hung on to this one for a little bit longer. We had to pull the 6 and put her back in, and she laid it after a couple hours. Or I don't know how long it took, but I checked on her again in a couple hours. And we got number 7 here. So let's see what we've got. And there's our wild type. Pretty sure that's just a classic wild type. Hey there. You are not shy, are you? Oh, man. Coming right out to say hello to the world. So cool. All right. I'll put you back over there with your brothers and sisters. And here we go, folks. So there's the final result. We got a couple of them sticking their heads out. We definitely have 3. 1, 2, 3 super black pastels. Again, this guy can see a little bit of this duck billing here, and it looks like a very small amount on this one as well. They both look like they'll be able to do fine. Can't really tell for sure until they come out of the egg, though, if there's anything else going on. Hopefully not. And then we got this little baby down here 2, and he's not showing us anything. But an amazing clutch. Great way to kick off the 2024 hatching season. It'll be... All right, everybody. So this has been a couple days, and I'm here to follow up. You saw from the cutting that there were definitely what appeared to be some issues with a couple of babies in that clutch. So today they all made it out of the egg. So I'm going to clean them up here, and then we're going to take a look at them together. And unfortunately, you know, some of the super black pastels have some issues. That's I'm kind of disappointed. I still think they're absolutely beautiful, but the blackhead gene really did not seem to come into anything in this combo. So I'm going to give you a quick glimpse of the babies. I don't want to mess with them too much since they're just out of the egg. I just cleaned them up and kind of put them into some holding tubs. So I'm going to pull them out here in just a second and show you what they look like, and then we'll call it a day. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so here we are. I said thanks for tuning in. What I probably should have said is thanks for sticking with me if you've stuck into the video this long, because by the time I add this, it's going to be a little bit of a longer video. But here are the babies. I just want to show them to you real quick. I separated the black pastel, super black pastels into their own little deal there. Y'all are hugging. So let's start with our normie here. Maybe that's what we'll name him, Norm. I don't know if it's he or she yet, but cute little joker that... I love how when I cut the egg, he just came right out like he was saying, welcome to the world. Nice to be here. So really cool. I'll be interested to see how his personality develops. And then we've got our black pastel twins here. I think these are both just really nice single gene black pastels. They'll look better once they have their first shed. All of them will. Still a little pink, just fresh out of the egg a few minutes ago and cleaned up. So, but you can tell these saddles here, not saddles, the alien heads are very distinct on the black pastel. So we definitely got black pastel in those two. And this little joker is quite the prize. Stay in there, please. I'm not totally sure yet. I'm going to wait until it sheds out, but look at this pattern. It is so neat. Definitely the black pastel and GHI in there, and possibly blackhead. I'm not sure on that. This may be the only one. I got a little H for, I don't know, whatever. Reminds me of a town I used to live in called Hutto. That was kind of like their logo. If any of my Huttoans are out there, shout out. But real nice looking baby. I can't wait for the shed to see how dark it is. I'm hoping blackhead's in there, but I'm gonna reserve trying to guess on that until they shed. Now, what are you doing over there? He crawled out and I didn't even see him. Almost put it down on top of him. Y'all gotta let me know when that happens. So here's our super black pastels. Now I'm gonna tell you all of them have some issues. This one is probably the most severe. His nose is actually really nice. It's a little narrow, but no cleft palate. But he does have some kinking in the neck right here, which makes him kind of go loopy a little bit, almost. I'm not sure. He almost has a neurological reaction. I don't think that's what it is. I think it's just coordination with some fusing in the neck there. But other than that, he looks pretty good. Definitely a super black pastel. He's really light, and I can actually see these eye stripes pretty good. So I'm wondering if something else is in there too. We're having visiting hour here. And these other two, really beautiful. God, they're so beautiful. But look at you guys. I'll show you here. It's not as pronounced on this guy, but a little bit of a lip issue there. Doesn't look too bad. I think he should be able to eat, no problem. But only time will tell there if it's going to affect him there. Sometimes those things, they won't want to open their mouth. There is some very minor kinking on him as well. And this little baby, just look at how beautiful. Oh my goodness. Again, other than a cleft palate, here a little cleft lip, which is the most significant visually. I don't see anything else with him. No other issues. He's got a little bit of a rounded head, which happens sometimes with that narrowed snout that causes that cleft lip. Again, I think he'll probably be fine, but there's no way to know for sure. So unfortunately, we definitely didn't miss the genetic issues that come with this sometimes. It's not all the time, and unfortunately, it is what it is. I thought about just not talking about it, but the reality is, hang on a second. As I was saying, the reality is these things happen sometimes. There are certain genes that seem to increase that likelihood, but it happens sometimes with no apparent reason. I've got another good friend of mine who's a breeder that's had a couple. First time he's ever had them. There's no like genetic predisposition. I've got another guy that buys rats from me that had a couple with the shark mouth where the lower jaw doesn't fully develop. And, you know, it happened to 1 or 2 out of 11 babies. You know, sometimes these things just happen, and nobody really talked about it a lot when I was getting started. It's not a fun thing to talk about, but I want to be honest with you guys and take you along on the journey, because you may come into contact with some of this, and it may help to know that you're not alone. You're not the only one. You know, I didn't, oh, well, there go my lights, which are on a timer. So, well, wasn't that fun? I guess I forgot to pay the electric bill. No, we've got a weird thing with our electricity out here, so it's on a timer, automatically goes off, and I'm talking too much, which is par for the course. Anyway, I kind of lost my train of thought. I was just, I think, trying to say that sometimes things like these happen, and it helps to know that other people have gone through it too. So I decided to go ahead and give you the update. Now we'll watch them and grow. I'm going to give them obviously the best shot that they can get. I think all of them have survivable issues here. But the thing is, whenever there's something going on with the mouth, you don't know how that may or may not affect their ability to eat. So we're going to do the best we can for them and give them every chance possible. And I actually look forward to seeing them grow up. I think they'll thrive and do well, but it's just a mystery at this point. But anyway, that was it. Thanks for sticking in with me to the end. I know this has been long, but I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed it. There'll be more to come in a few weeks. We should start having more eggs hatching, and we still have more clutches to come. So it's going to be an exciting year. It's going to be our highest yield ever. We've already have more clutches in the incubator than we've produced any other year before now. So it's been a banner year, and it's going to continue. So I look forward to sharing a lot of those cool experiences with you guys. And sweat's running down my back because it's so warm in here. So I'll end with that because I know you wanted to know that. Anyway, again, thanks for tuning in, and remember to share the love of reptiles with anybody you can. See you guys later.